Hi guys, Flashback here and welcome to another FIFA 19 player review, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the 93 rated Flashback Sbc Jonas. His card looks awesome and he did cost me in the region of 60,000 coins to complete his SBC, and in the 4 games that I played with, he scored me 5 goals and got me 2 assists, and he does have a 5 stoic fault as well as 3 stars. Skill moves. Moving along to his game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 95 finishing, his 99 heading accuracy, his 96 ball control, and finally his 97 vision. And I did have the shadow chem style applied to him because he lacks in pace. I didn't have any other chem style available to me that increased his pace, so I just thought, hey, you know what, because the rest of his car looks amazing, I'll just put a shadow onto him so that his pace actually goes into the mid 90s or into the low 90s and stuff like that. So yeah, this car looks awesome, and yet again it makes the Liga NOS genuinely one of the best looking leagues in the game, in my opinion. You got that team this season Moraga SBC we got yesterday, you got this Flashback Jonas, you got teams using João Felix, team this season Bruno Fernandes, Militao, Teles. It's just a really awesome team now. Well, an awesome league that you can make a really awesome team out of for probably under 1 million coins, which is pretty awesome, or maybe even around 500,000 coins and stuff like that, depending on if your luck has been decent from packs. But this is a good card. You know, I think if you've done the Moraga SBC, you should be doing this SBC because Moraga costs around 200,000 coins. Jonas is around 180,000 coins according to Footbin from scratch. You get 2 decent packs in return as well for that to potentially lower the cost. But this is a good card. Is he as good as team this season Moraga? No, I don't think he is. I don't know how they compare in stats. Obviously, Moraga's got much more pace and better physical, but apart from that, I think they're relatively similar in like dribbling, passing, and finishing wise. Although I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm pretty certain they're kind of similar in those areas. But overall, I think Moraga is a bit more of the polished striker. That's not to say Jonas is a bad card. I still think he's worth the price of his SBC. He just isn't quite as good as Moraga, but if you're thinking of running a 2-man attack in the Liga NOS, this is a card that's going to be great to link up with him as another striker. And we're going to go into his pros for me. His first one is going to be his finishing, 5 goals in the 4 games. Long shots, finesse shots, all of that is brilliant with this card. 95 finishing, 94 positioning, 90 shot power, 91 volleys, 91 long shots. They're all in the low 90s, some of them going into the mid 90s for shooting. Fantastic in game. You know, if you want to, you could probably get most of these stats onto 99 with the right chem style as well. But as they are, they're already fantastic. And as I mentioned, you know, I can't recall him actually finishing any chances from inside the box. Most of them were always on the edge of the box or further afield than that. So yeah, his long shots are fantastic, insane. 5 goals in 4 games, great return, certainly for Jonas. And then the second pro will also be his passing. 2 assists in the 4 games from a striker position, again, is very good. He's got some good passing stats, 97 vision, 88 short passing, 87 long passing. I think this is actually where he has got better stats, considerably better stats than Moraga. Not to say that it makes Moraga a bad call all of a sudden. It doesn't, because obviously on a striker, does passing really matter? No, it doesn't, but it's always a nice extra added bonus. If you wanted to, you could play him as a cam. I don't know if it would, well, you look at that pace and you think he might actually work kind of better as a cam to an extent. I don't know. He doesn't come across as a natural cam to me. I couldn't use Jonas as a cam because I know from using him in previous FIFAs and watching him IRL, I see him as a striker. I wouldn't be able to, in my right mind, for him to work well as a cam. And obviously, I wouldn't play him there because Bruno Fernandes is 10 times the player at cam that Jonas would ever be. So for me, you're best off using him as a striker, in my opinion, outside striker. And I think he would, well, he did form a good partnership with Moraga, but I think Moraga overall is slightly the better card, and I think in terms of prices, well, they're actually kind of similar. You can check on Footbin for the exact prices of both SBCs. I think they're relatively similar prices, but I think Moraga is the better one to go for out the 2. But if you've already done Moraga, you should go and do Jonas because it's still a top quality card. I still thought his strength was okay as well for the position he's playing in. 79 strength isn't too bad. His balance at 75 isn't great. His 84 agility is actually pretty decent, so he doesn't feel that sluggish. He doesn't feel the best on the ball, but he's not clunky or anything like that. A lot of the regular gold Jonas cards that you might have used in previous FIFAs and stuff like that do feel very clunky and stuff like that, but that's not really so much the case with this Flashback card. And obviously 92 dribbling, 96 ball control is also pretty decent. In terms of his pace, it's actually not too bad with the shadow chem style. He still doesn't feel quick with like 90 pace or anything like that, but he's not slow at the same time. So for me, if you're going to do this card and you're going to use him as a striker, you've got to definitely put a chem style to increase his pace, in my opinion. But on the whole, it's a good card, but as I said again, not quite as good as Moraga, but still, I think if you'd done the Moraga SBC, it would make complete sense to go and do this Jonas card as well, just to have another awesome player up top to link him with. That's in my opinion anyway. I think you'd be a bit silly not to go and do this SBC if you've already done Moraga, and likewise vice versa. If you're going to do this Jonas SBC, you may as well also go and do Moraga, in my personal opinion. But anyway guys, that is going to finish up this playthrough. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.